Hey, so it's your girl Jamekia. Oh, the lights is a mess. Let me see if I can do a little something. Probably not, because I don't even have the remote to turn on the other lights. Anyway, I'm here. Just wanted to say hey to y'all. I missed yesterday of posting. As you can hear, I have not been feeling that great. I don't know what happened necessarily. I think it's just sinuses. They have opened up and now they're giving me sinus issues. Now they're giving me the issues. um but anyway, I was sitting up here. I went walking this morning. I woke up early, and then I decided to go walking. And while I was walking, sorry, I'll just be looking something on my shirt that I know a pencil mark or something. But while I was walking, I really had a moment where I just allowed myself not to really think, and a lot of things came up as I was walking because I was really just paying attention to my surrounding and being in a place of gratitude, and actually started thinking about how the world changes with people entering and exiting, how um, it doesn't look like what it used to look like outside in places that you've been for your whole life, and how some things look better while other things seem like they're starting to deteriorate. And so it just gave me this moment where I was just like, sorry, I'll keep moving, but it just gave me this moment where I really just was like grateful for the space that I'm in and able to receive it and able to enjoy it and not think about anything, not think about the future, think about the past. Eventually, as I continued to walk, because I walked around um, for a while, um, not quite an hour, but almost. And on the second or third time around the block, I was just like, how would it feel for me to be somewhere else, right? This where I live is where I've called home my whole life, and yes, I left and I came back, and this is where my parents grew up, where my grandparents, came and grew up ultimately, and just the idea that, for instance, my grandmother is no longer here with me in the physical, um, but these are the same streets that she walked. And then thinking about my grandfather and how, you know, he's still living his ultimately his best life, and how he has grown up in these streets, and how his time now is winding down. I'm getting a little bit more limited, and how ultimately at the end of the day, making myself think about. I wasn't trying to make myself think about anything, but I thought about the simple fact of, are you making the most of every day that you move, every day that you live, every day that you are present and walking around, or are you in a place where you appreciate all these things? And I kind of got emotional a little bit because I was like, I do have those moments, but I don't live in that. And it kind of made me think about love as well, and this idea to love all, to love everything, to embrace um, all aspects of love, and to understand um, this idea of devotion to self. Because just like these trees that I was looking at may have a great story to tell. It's a story that can be unbiased. It's a story of the ever changing environment around it. And part of me wanted to go up and climb in a tree. I At some point in my life I will, because I used to do it. I remember, certain trees that I used to climb in when I was little, and having this idea, this inkling, like some of the past that you think, some of the things that you think is your past, and what you used to do, how some of those things, yes, it is exactly that, but some things you you see through the lens of the older version of you. And so that story can change just like these streets have changed. But the trees and the surrounding, it again, a it sees it from a non-binary aspect, from a non-judgmental aspect. It was not involved, so it was just able to observe. And I think part of it made me think about the simple fact of, am I observing my own life, or am I, again, living it, breathing it, taking action within it, doing what I need to propel myself even further? Because I've come a long ways, but there's so much space and opportunity for me to continue going. And who do I have to be, and how do I have to change myself in order to be able to accept those things and be in that vibration? I was just thinking about a lot of different things this morning, but y'all, that's something I think I just wanted to have a conversation about a little bit and bring to you. And you guys tell me, like, do you take time to really sit down for yourself and look at the evolution of your life, and look at the outside as much as you do the inside? Do you go deep down within who you are and see the changes, whether good, bad, or indifferent, and say, I am exactly where I want to be, or I am done with this aspect of who I am right now, and it's now time for me to progress to a new aspect? All these things were on my mind this morning, and most recently I made a decision on something that initially made me very uncomfortable, but I realized too, in order to get to my next step, my next evolution, I have to do something that I've never done, and it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to allow me to be at a new, create a new horizon, be at a new plateau, and push myself to where I know I should be, know I need to be, in order to continue this process and continue this evolution of who I am. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to y'all, talk to y'all about it for a few minutes. I'm about to get back off. It was a couple of things I was thinking about earlier. Probably should have took some notes while I was thinking on it, but I'm sure whenever the time is right, I'll be able to bring that back to you guys. So I'm finna lay down. Look, lay down. So I'll see y'all later. Again, subscribe to the channel up above, comment or like down below. Do both. And share with your friends if you felt that you understood, or you felt that this is a message for you, or whatever you want it to be. So I'll see y'all later.